Hey guys, just thought I might do a little review on my John Deere E130. Um, Overall, it's a pretty good machine. I ain't had no problems out of it. One issue I did have beginning of this year was the John Deere, the 30-second oil change right there. It did not, the old one would come off and back on no problem. Couldn't get the new one on it for nothing. Took it down to John Deere. They said they had never heard of that issue before, but they said there was something wrong with the mounting screws on there, and they fixed it, and I picked it up the next week, and seems to be all good now. But other than that, man, good machine. I use it pretty heavily. You can see I got 58.1 hours on it. I've just read a lot of conflicting reviews out there on Lowe's website. That's where I got this, at Lowe's. People saying after 20 hours the motor blew up. Briggs and Strattons are crap. I'm no motor expert, and as long as they work, that's about all I care about. But I ain't had no problems with it. I do always check the oil. I know when I first bought it, probably those first 10 to 20 hours, about every time I noticed it was using, sorry about that, it was always using a little bit of oil. So I always check the oil every time before I get on it. Always grease it. I don't believe you can over grease anything. It's got 7 grease fittings. It's got 5 on the front, 2 on the deck, and there's 2 or 3 other spots that you're supposed to hit with like some kind of liquid grease, spray grease, lubricant. Always do that. Other than that, some other things I read a lot of people saying is, "Oh, John Deere's ain't what they used to be." You get what you pay for. I mean, this is a $2,000, $2,200 mower. Don't expect the same quality from a $2,000 mower that you're going to get from a $5,000, $7,000 X3 or X500. That's got thicker gauge frame, deck, heavier duty transmission, Kawasaki engine. So I feel like when you read a review and people are talking about John Deere, just crap. Nah, you're getting what you pay for. So $2,000, this is the John Deere you get for that money. So this is an E130. I know the S130 is out now. It's the S series. That's the latest and greatest. But only difference between that one and this one, I think, is it has the electric where you pop the yellow knob of, and that engages your blades, and it's got the different seat with the open back. But other than that, some other things, people, if you're looking into maybe getting one of these, I will say I really wasn't paying attention into the type of transmission. I don't think they really don't even say much about that. I know this one has I think the TLT 200s. And if you're like me, I mean, I don't know what the heck that means, but just from reading, the K46 you'll get in the S or the 180. So if you're looking for more of a hilly terrain, the 180 is going to give you that better, heavier duty transmission. That being said, man, I cut on some rough stuff. I've taken stuff down as tall as that. Just last weekend, I was cutting stuff taller out where I normally bush hog in my pastures. We got 14 acres. And I went out there and just decided I wanted to start cutting a section of it just on the regular. And man, it was taller than that mower, and this thing just plowed right through it, no problem. I had the deck all the way up on 4 inches, but it didn't bog down. It didn't give me no fits of any kind. Some other things, if you're buying this, I'd say as soon as you get it home, grease it. If you're buying this from a big box store, it may be better at a John Deere dealership, but I know my tire pressure on this mower is supposed to be 10 on the back and 14 on the front. And when I got it home, the rear had 20 something PSI in it on both of them. And I think the front was at 17, 18. It was just, whoever at Lowe's done that just went out there with an air compressor and just obviously just filled it up, didn't check it, and didn't check the tire for the pressure. So that's just something you might want to take a look at. Other than that, man, it's a great mower. Again, you get what you pay for. So I wouldn't buy this and expect it to be like, your granddaddy's old John Deere that ran for 50 years. I mean, this one very well it may. I mean, I don't plan on keeping it that long. Probably won't be around that long, but overall, man, it's a great mower. I don't know what else I can really say about it. I ain't had no problems. Just check your oil, grease it, take care of it. I always keep it stored under cover, not in the garage, just under my porch. So it's never out in the rain or the sun. So keeps the seat in fairly good condition. And I'm a bigger guy, 275, 280, and this thing moves me around no problem. And I know back here you're seeing some flat ground, but like I say, man, I cut this on some parts of out in my fields, my pasture, and it's steep. I mean, way more than this thing should honestly is rated to handle, and it does it no problems. I may post another review, maybe, it's almost at 60 hours. I may do one at 120 and just kind of keep y'all, if anybody's interested, just let you know how it's holding up. But I seen another review out there of a guy who had an older model previous to the might have been previous to the D series as well, but his had 2,200 hours. It's out there on YouTube somewhere, and had around 2,300 hours, something crazy. He'd had it for about 15 years and it still ran. He just upgraded. So, I think if you take care of them, Briggs & Stratton, Kohler, they're not Kawasaki's, but if you take care of them, I got an old Troy-built push mower. Had it for 6 years, and man, I'm about to come out here and cut this coming down my driveway there, and I guarantee you I'd be shocked if it don't crank on the first pull. And I've neglected that thing, and it just keeps on running like a champ. So I think a lot of it's just taking care of it and maintenance, and just, I don't know. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, hopefully this cleared up any other questions you might have had, or if you're thinking about getting one, man, I think it's a great buy. So anyways, guys, later.